Hey you guys, Miss So Fabulous back again, of course, with another car vlog. So, today is such a yucky day, and I'm looking too cute for it to just be so yucky. Like, it's Memorial Day weekend, it's my birthday weekend, what the hell, and it's gonna rain all weekend. Hopefully on Monday, when my birthday actually is, you know, it will at least be sunny. I'm not asking for it to be hot. I got a really cute outfit and I want to just go shopping, and I don't know what my boyfriend has planned, so I just want it to be a really nice day. That's all I ask. But yeah, so do you guys like my hair curly? Oh my goodness, doesn't this look so cute? The curls are already dropping. I mean, I used the big barrel curler so that it just gives it just a little bit of definition. Like, I wanted the curls to look loose like they do now. Absolutely love them. And on my lips today, I am wearing Reynolds Airy Fairy. Unfortunately, I just found out that they discontinued that. So sad, but I'm not one of those people that really run out of their lipsticks, because I am a lipstick whore, so I have so much lipstick, I don't think I'll ever use any of them up. I mean, I love all of my lipsticks. I don't really have a particular lipstick that I wear all the time. I actually ran out of my first MAC lip gloss recently. I have to put that in my empties drawer because I kept that in my work bag, so no matter what, it didn't matter what I was wearing, I'd always have to just use that lip gloss if I needed to touch up, and it was a purple gloss actually. So yeah, what else? Oh, so I wanted to share with you guys another story. Oh, before I get started, this is my if you guys follow me on Instagram, this is my I practice the Drea look. I practice all of my looks before I actually do them and film them for you guys. But I actually meant to film this whole look today, and my camera battery was dead. I was highly irritated. So yeah, this is just a look. I'm gonna recreate it for you guys and film it and all of that jazz. But yeah, so I want to tell you guys another story. I told you guys in my last car vlog that I almost got kidnapped before. So let's just get on with that story. Once again, another story with my best friend. All the crazy stuff always happens with her. So we had just came from clubbing in Rhode Island, and I don't know where the hell we was going. Where was we going? I think I was dropping her off home in Boston. But my best friend at the time, I don't believe I had my license. So we had took my sister's car, and my best friend was driving. So the whole time we were driving from Rhode Island to Mass, we didn't realize that my best friend was freaking driving without the headlights on. Like, she didn't have none of the lights on in the car. So then she started feeling like the car was driving a little funny. She realized that the lights weren't on. Mind you, it's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. It's like 2:30 in the morning at this time. So she's driving and she turns the lights on, realized we're completely out of gas. So we try to jump off at the nearest exit to get to a gas station. When I tell you we get off at the exit, it's one of those wide turn exits, you gotta go all around. We just kept hearing it, just chook, chook, chook. The car was just slowly stopping. Why on earth did it have to stop at an abandoned, mind you, it was an abandoned industrial park. 2:30 in the morning, pitch black. All you see is just like these eerie looking scary buildings with windows like smashed out of it, and it's like on a street where there's no traffic. Oh my god, we were so scared. And we were sitting in the car. First we were sitting in the car for a little bit, and we had a GPS in the car. So we typed in the GPS to see where the nearest gas station was, and it said it was like a mile away. So we're like, we could walk a mile. But I am such a scaredy cat, and you guys should know this by now from like my 50 random facts about me. I'm like a scaredy cat, so I'm thinking Jason's in these buildings looking at us or something. Like, I was beyond paranoid. So my best friend's like, shut up, let's just go, come on. I'm like, no, I really think we should just call the cops. She's like, you can't call the cops unless it's an emergency. So we get out the car and we start walking down this really long road of just abandoned buildings. So we're walking down and down and down, and as we're walking, this car pulls up, and in the car, it was like a small sedan, and there was an older woman, probably in her 50s, and a younger dude, probably in his 20s. They were in the car. They had stopped the car, and a lady had asked us. She's like, are you guys okay? She's like, do you need a ride? So we're explaining to her, like, yeah, we're trying to get to the gas station. Our car broke down, you know, up the road a little bit, yada, yada, yada. So she was like, oh, yeah. She was like, jump in the car. She was like, we'll take you guys to the gas station. But how is she telling us to get in the car, but she had a whole bunch of stereo equipment in the car, like in the sedan in the back seat. So there was like mad speakers and stuff. Like there was no way we could possibly get in the car. So then she was like, oh yeah, I have all this stuff. So she goes, don't go anywhere. She's like, stay right here. She's like, I live just up the road. I'll get my other, she goes, I'll get my other car or whatever, and we'll come right back. She's like, stay right here. Like she's being so adamant about stay right here. So we're like, oh, okay. So she drives. So she drives off, and my best friend goes, something don't seem right about that. She was just a little too willing to help us. And my best friend's like, my best friend always thinks shit out. So she's like, how the hell, she knew for a damn fact that she had all that shit in the back of the thing. How the hell she think she was gonna give us a ride? So me and my best friend keep on walking. So then we kind of get down to the end of the road, and there's like a fork on the road. So the fork in the road or whatever, there's a highway going this way, and the road goes straight, right? So as we're driving, we see all these like trucks, like, you know, truck drivers, you know, they have like a resting spot. That shit just scared me too, because I'm thinking of what's that movie called, when he's like, come in, candy cane, come in. So we see all these trucks, so we start getting nervous, right? So then all of a sudden we see this truck. We see this huge truck, like one of those white work vans, come flying up the street. So my best friend's like, oh shit, it's that lady. So we start running. We jump behind the bushes, and my best friend's cracking up, and I'm so scared. I'm like, I'm on the verge of crying. We're so scared. So we see the van, and like we knew the van seen us, but then we ran and hid. So like the van goes flying, and it kind of stops. Girl, when I tell you it was a white van, and it was like 6 dudes in the car with that woman, like we knew for a fact they were coming to kidnap us. Like, why the hell did you need to come back with all these men in the car? So we're on the ground, and my best friend's cracking up, laughing, and I'm just like, shut up. Mind you, we got the GPS in the hand, so we're behind the bushes, the GPS, and the van starts like coming backwards, like backing up, because you know they see the light. So I'm telling my best friend, I'm like, give me the GPS. So he flipped the screen over so that it wasn't flashing the light behind the bushes. Oh my goodness. So then the car drives off. So we wait about 2 seconds. So the van drives this way. We wait about 2 seconds. We run from the bushes. We start running. When I tell you we are jetting down the street, like let me tell you, everybody who knows me knows I don't run unless my life depends on it. And that day, my life freaking depended on it, because I was not getting freaking kidnapped. Yo, we was out. My best friend's still running. She's cracking up running, and I'm crying like, shut up, it's not funny. I was like, bitch, you can go if you want, but I'm not dying today. So we're following the GPS. The GPS is telling us that there's a gas station straight ahead. So we see this little thing that's supposed to be the gas station. It wasn't the gas station. It was like a little outhouse in the middle of nowhere. It was just a big field with a little outhouse with a little light. And our GPS was telling us that that was the gas station. So now I just break down. I'm like, oh my God, the lady's gonna come back. She's gonna find us. She's gonna kidnap us. But my best friend, once again, always get a game plan. So she's like, yo, she's like, all right. She's like, this is what we gonna do. She was like, so mind you, we're on like the highway part or whatever. So there was like highway, and like, you know, like on the highway where they had the guardrails. Well, there was a guardrail. It was like we were on a bridge. So there was like a guardrail, and there was like a little wall, and there was like water down below. I was like, on dogs, if I see a car come up the street, I'm jumping over. So we seen a little car start driving up the street. So me and my best friend jump over the guardrail. We're all hiding under all these weeds, these tall weeds. We're like hiding. So then So then after the car drives by, my best friend jumps out. She's like, fuck this shit. She was like, yo, we just gonna have to take one for the team. We gotta have to take one for the team. I'm like, what the hell you mean, take one for the team? What do you mean? So she goes, so this is the thing. This is the game plan. If this lady finds us, she goes, listen, you take the dudes. She goes, I'm gonna bang this lady out because my best friend's a fighter. So she's like, I'm gonna fuck this lady up real quick. I'm gonna give her the ones and twos. And she goes, and then I'm gonna come help you. I'm like, bitch, you gonna have me take all 6 niggas while you fight this one lady? I was like, you're crazy. She was like, yo, we got this. I'm telling you. And one thing about my best friend, the number one thing she does not like being is scared. So when she feels herself getting scared, she gets in survival mode. Like that's her number one thing. She don't like being scared. So she's like, I'm telling you, we'll be straight. I'm like, mind you, we had cell phones. But it was like the area we was in, there was no service. Even more freaking scarier. Now we're in the middle of nowhere, abandoned buildings, car broke down, and a lady with a van full of men are looking for us. So I'm telling my best friend, I'm like, yo, please, dog. I'm like, please just call the cops. Please just call 911, call 911. And she's like, yo, we can't call. And she kept reiterating to me. She's like, we can't call 911 unless there's an emergency. Yo, then I flipped. I'm like, bitch, this is a fucking emergency. I said, we're 2 20-year-old girls who don't know what the fuck we are. This is a fucking emergency. And she was like, okay, you're right, yep. I'm like, fuck it, I'm calling 911. So I called a lady, I'm frantic on the phone. I'm like, oh my goodness, please, you gotta help us. I'm like, me and my best friend, our car broke down. I'm like, we don't have any gas. We was trying to go to the gas station. This lady stopped to come help us, but she came back with a whole group of dudes and she's trying to kidnap us. I'm like, please, we need your help. So the operator's on the phone and she's like, ma'am, just calm down. She was like, calm down. She's like, give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to find your location where the cell phone signal is. She's like, all right, she's like, I see you. Stay on the phone with me. She's like, I have a cop coming. He's right up the road. He's right on his way. She goes, stay on the phone. She's like, stay on the phone until you see him. So at this time, me and my best friend start slowly walking back to the car. So as we're walking back to the car, when we come back to the fork in the road, we see the cop come down the street and we're just waving him. Like, I just felt like, oh my God, we're saved. Yes. So the cop comes and we're just once again rambling like, oh my God, and then it's late again. And he's just like, relax, you guys are okay, you're safe, da da da. So he's like, where's the car? So we get in a cop's car. Mind you guys ever been in the back of a cop's car? Those are the most uncomfortable seats ever. Anyways, so we get in the car and he drives us back to the car. The lady who had came with the van that was so willing to help us freaking wrote a note and left it on the window. Was like, oh, we came back for you, but she wasn't here, with a smiley face. My best friend was like, she was like, that's just crazy. No. She's like, and the note said, we tried to wait for you. Well, like, say, she tried to kidnap us. Like, oh my goodness. So the cop, he picked us up or whatever. We went to the nearest gas station, got some gas. No, we went to the gas station, but they didn't have the little gas containers to fill it up so we could pour gas. So we had to call a tow truck or whatever. So that, oh my God, that was so crazy. Oh my God, me and my best friend still laugh about that to this day. Like, dude, we know for a fact that she was gonna kidnap us. There's no way in hell that, number one, you come, when you stop, you just have one dude in the car. Then when you come back in the other car, not only is it a van, you come back in a big ass van, one of them child rapist vans, you come back and there's 6 men in the car. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Woo! Yo, like my tears turned into tears of joy. Like when the cop came, yo, we just laughed and laughed and laughed about it. Like it was something out of a movie. Like, you should have seen us. The car went this way and we took off the other way. Yo, we was hauling ass down the street. Oh my goodness. That was so scary but funny at the same time now that we think about it. Oh my goodness. That, the crazy stuff we go through. Oh my God, thank you. Yo, I was praying. You should see me. I was praying, like I was saying my Hail Mary, our Father. I'm like, God, please forgive my sins. Oh my God, I'll never do whatever it is that you're upset. Please just don't let me get kidnapped. And And you guys know that's like my biggest fear of being kidnapped and like being somebody's sex slave. Like, oh my God, I just, oh my God. Me and my best friend talk about that all the time and we just crack up laughing. It's funny to think about it now, but like at the time, man, listen, my heart was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, that's just another story I want to share with you guys. I don't know if I have any more stories to share with you guys. I already told you about my pepper spray, told you about my Project X, the time we got kidnapped, almost got kidnapped. I don't really think I have any other stories. Those are really like the big ones that happened in my life. Really. Yeah, those are really like the biggest stories. Oh well. Maybe something else will happen entertaining in my life and I'll just share with you guys as it happens. But yeah. Another thing I want to point out, I only do car vlogs because it's weird to have the camera out with me in public and be filming and talking to the camera and people are looking at me. Now I'm known, like my best friend will tell you, I'm one of those people, I could care less what anybody got to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody thinks of me. But for some reason, just holding that camera, having the people stare, I just can't. I just really can't. Like, I hold the camera on the sneak. Like, if I go in the store and I want to, like, vlog something, like, I'll hold the camera, like, the way I hold the camera is not like I'm freaking filming. I just hold it like I'm just holding it in my hand, but I'm still trying to get the shot so you guys can see. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to break out of that. Like, I think I'd be more comfortable with vlogging out in public if I had like friends with me, like, you know, so I'm not the only one talking to the camera, you know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be so weird. But yeah, oh well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, stay tuned for the next one.